Most people know the movie Blade Runner, but Ridley Scott's cinematic masterpiece barely scratched the surface of the psychological horror hidden in Philip K. Dick's original novel, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? This book does not just ask what happens when machines become too human. It asks a far more terrifying question. What happens when humans become indistinguishable from machines? In this post-apocalyptic world, humanity is drowning in radioactive dust, and the only way to prove you have a soul is through your capacity for empathy. The story follows Rick Deckard, a bounty hunter tasked with retiring rogue androids who have illegally escaped from off-world colonies to Earth. These androids, specifically the Nexus 6 models, are biologically identical to humans. They have flesh, blood, and highly advanced brains. You cannot tell them apart by looking at them. The only way Deckard can identify an android is by administering the Voight-Kampff test, a psychological exam that measures involuntary biological responses to morally shocking questions. The test assumes that humans possess empathy, and androids do not. If you don't flinch when asked about boiling a live lobster, you are a machine, and Deckard will shoot you. But Philip K. Dick flips the narrative. As the novel progresses, we realize that the humans left on Earth are completely emotionally numb. They live in decaying apartments and rely on a machine called the Penfield Mood Organ to dial up specific emotions. If a human wants to feel happy, they dial 594. If they want to feel a despair so deep they cannot move, they dial 382. The humans have mechanized their own feelings. Meanwhile, the androids Deckard is hunting are desperately clinging to each other, creating art, feeling fear, and fighting for their right to exist. The machines are acting more human than the humans. The ultimate status symbol in this society is owning a living animal because almost all wildlife went extinct in the nuclear war, called World War Terminus. If you can't afford a real animal, you buy a fake, robotic one, like Deckard's electric sheep, just to keep up appearances and pretend you have something to care for. It is a society completely obsessed with the performance of empathy, while entirely lacking the substance of it. The true horror of the book hits Deckard when he realizes that his job, hunting down intelligent beings and executing them for money, requires him to completely shut off his own empathy. To kill the androids, he has to become as cold and calculating as they supposedly are. Philip K. Dick's warning is timeless. The real danger of artificial intelligence isn't a robot uprising. The real danger is that in our obsession with technology, efficiency, and status, we slowly erase our own humanity until a machine could easily pass for one of us.